Okay, so welcome to another R&R circuit class. Today we're going to start off and do something similar to last week where we did a leg complex, which was 3 exercises, all basically concurrent. So all sort of you do one rep of each exercise, one after each other for 10 reps on each side. And then we're just going to go back to some paired exercises that we did last week. So it's a bit of an all-round movement sort of session today. So in regards to the warm-up, so if everyone, I know one of you has an injury, so just be really careful and just, sort of pick another exercise if any of the exercises do bother you. And you've always got squats to go back to whilst everyone else is doing their other exercises. Okay, so for warm-up today, I'm sort of going to change it slightly, not too much, but we were pretty much doing sort of fairly similar warm-up for quite a few weeks now. And I thought I'd try and balance it out by doing a little bit of flow. It's just going to be downward dog that we're used to, and we go into lizard stretch, and then move straight into a hip flexor stretch. So I'll just show you through that. So get into downward dog as we normally do. Just get really high up into your A-frame with your hips at the peak. Nice straight arms. Really try and open up your chest to extend your upper back. Heels all the way down to the ground if you can. Then you come into a plank. Then reach forward with one leg. And if you need to wiggle through, that's okay. Stay like this in a sort of high lunge with this knee off the ground. And to get the lizard stretch part, try and drop this knee, this elbow that's closest to your working knee down to the ground. Hold it there and then pop back up. Then drop the back knee, come through into a hip flexor stretch. And just find your lower back, the flat part of your lower back, and just really tilt your hips back to come up to level with your waistband here, and you should feel a nice stretch through there. And that's 1 rep. So you can just follow along with me. I'm going to do 10 reps, and we're going to swap over each side. So it's like 5 reps on each side. So away we go, back into downward dog. So downward dog, high hips. Lower your heels all the way down to the ground, and open up your chest, extend your upper back. Okay, and we're going to go through into lizard stretch. So left leg forward, stay in a high lunge, drop the elbow, touch the ground, hold it for 1, 2, 3, drop your back knee, come up, find your lower back, tilt those hips back and feel a nice stretch down here. So that's 1 rep. Hands down, back into downward dog. Just hang out here for a bit. Find your stretch. Walk around, move your knees. Just find where you're tight today. And come forward into lizard. Drop that elbow. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Pop back up, and then we come through with a hip flexor stretch. And we just keep going around. So I think you've got 4 more of these. Downward dog. You know where you are here. Just a few breaths in this position. Lizard, number 3. Drop that elbow. And up into hip flexor stretch. Just really tilt those hips back, and it'll bring the stretch on really strongly here. Then hands back down to the mat, into a plank, and pop back up into downward dog. Rep number 4. Come forward into lizard. Keep that knee high if you can. Drop your elbow. 1, 2, 3. Pop back up, drop this knee, drive your hips forward. Back down to the mat. And then last rep on this side. Nice high A-frame with your downward dog. Don't forget to open up your chest. Really flatten that upper back, make it nice and straight. Come forward. Last time on this side. Drop that elbow, left elbow. Come back up. hip flexor stretch, tilt those hips back, and then hands back down to the mat, into a plank, into downward dog, and we're going to swap sides now. So the leg that you bring forward is your right one. Place it next to your hand, wiggle your way through if you have to, and then right elbow, try and touch the mat. 1, 2, 3, come up, drop the back knee, find your lower spine, your lower sort of back of your hips, and try and bring that up to vertical. Just feel all the stretch in your hip flexors on that rear leg. Come back down, back into downward dog. Hold it here for a sec. Come forward, right leg. Drop the elbow. Twist if you have to a little bit, that's good. Come back up. Drop the back knee. So that's 2 for this side so far. Got 3 more reps. Back down to downward dog. You should find this really easy now, like get into this nice high A-frame. Hold it here for a sec, just find out where you're tight. If you're still tight, just work into those positions. Get into a nice A-frame and come forward with the right leg or left leg if you did the other one before. Stay nice and high with your back leg. Drop your left elbow down to the ground. 1, 2, 3. Come back up, hip flexor stretch. Hold that for a second. Come back down, downward dog. And forward into lizard. Drop the elbow. Keep the knee high if you can. Come back up into hip flexor. I've got 1 more after this. Downward dog. Step forward into lizard. Drop the elbow. Drop your knee. And back up into hip flexor stretch. And that should be it for now for warm up. Okay, so hopefully you're feeling really limber in the legs and also your body a little bit. So today, first of all, we're going to do a reverse lunge, like so. And this is our working leg, so this is our right leg is the working leg. Then we come back up, then go into a side lunge. You'll see that better from this side. So a side lunge, nice and deep. And then the third exercise, you go into a single leg deadlift. Just going to move that mat for a second. Okay, so we're going to do just 10 reps on each side. So just follow along. So you go in reverse lunge, step back, touch your knee down to the ground, come back up, step out to the side, keep working the same leg, get as low as you can there, hop back up, and then single leg deadlift. Okay, so that's 1 rep. Reverse lunge, that's 2. Side lunge, single leg deadlift. Okay, rep 3. We go back, come back up, out to the side, hold it, come back up, single leg deadlift. So you get your idea. So there's 3. Starting number 4 now. Rep number 5. Oh, forgot my own routine. So reverse lunge, side lunge, single leg deadlift. Reverse lunge, side lunge, single leg deadlift. 4 more reps. Reverse lunge, that's 1. Side lunge, single leg deadlift. Go back, side, single, back, side, single leg, one more, back, side, and single leg deadlift. Okay, so swap over legs. Hopefully you got the idea, so just get straight on with it. So 1, and just slowly release first once you get used to that side lunge. Single leg, backwards lunge, side lunge, single leg, back lunge, side lunge, single leg, backward lunge, so go 5 more reps, so 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Okay, so we go back onto the other leg. It's quite a, going to go through these quite quickly so we can constant movement. So there we go. So we're back onto your right leg. So back lunge, that's 1. Side lunge. So 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. What am I doing there? 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10. Swap legs. Where we go. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Sorry, 2, 1 and 2. Can't count today. That's 3, 3, 3, 4, sorry, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10. Okay, last one. 10, 10. Last round, okay. Sorry for a bit of a miscounting there. Must be lack of sleep. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. Let me go up tempo. 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10. Okay, last leg. Here we go. So reverse, 1, side, 1, single leg deadlift, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, so we've got 3 more, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, last one, 10. Brilliant, everyone. Sorry about that, messed up a little bit, but there you go. Okay, so now we move on to some paired exercises. So first of all, we're going to do some hard press-ups. So we need to pick a variety of press-up, or if you've got a wrist injury, you can do those scapular press-ups I mentioned before. I just want you to work to be very much sort of a strength-based part of the routine on finding a press-up that's really hard for you. So you could do kneeling, you might do full press-ups, or you can do a variation where you weight one side almost completely and then come down and press back up. So you're going to go through 10 reps. I want you to find a variety that's really hard for you, push through, and if you fail, drop down to an easier variety. So if you've got a wrist injury, go into a plank and just drop your rib cage down and then push back up. Try and push through with your shoulder blades to make the extension. That's a good sort of shoulder stability exercise that you can do. So you can do that whilst we're doing these ones. Okay, so off we go. So try and hit failure during this. So I'm going to go from side to side. So it is weight this side, come down and press up. Move to the other side, come down and then press up. Okay, so off we go. That was 1. Just take your time. Just line yourself up. That's 2. 3. 4. Really weight that side if you're doing these ones. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Okay, so have a little breather. So with that one, when you're pressing, if you're trying the more advanced ones, you're coming down this side, and you can just use your fingertips to support. Makes it a lot harder. Okay, so now you're going to do a posture exercise to try and balance out all this pressing that we're doing with press ups. So face down. I want you to basically curl your back up into a unsupported cobra. Point your thumbs at the sky and really try and pull them back as far as you can, squeezing your shoulder blades together, but also trying to slide them down your body as far as you can. Try and really relax your traps up here and slide your shoulder blades down. So, away we go. Curl up, point your thumbs to the sky, slide down, and then pinch. So 1, 2, 3, relax, curl up, slide down, and pinch. 1, 2, 3, and relax. So there's 2 reps, and we'll just continue like this. 3, 1, 2, 3, number 4. 1, 2, 3, number 5. Curl up, pinch, slide down. 1, 2, 3. It's number 6. Curl up, pinch. 1, 2, 3. It's number 7. I'm doing 10, so 3 more. That's 1. That's 2. And 1, 2, 3, and relax. Okay, so just shake out. So hopefully you can feel that right in the middle, a lower back, well, sorry, the lower part of your upper back. Brilliant. Okay, so back onto press ups. So judging by what you achieved in your previous set, let's see if you can match it, or if it's too easy, go with something a bit harder. So fingertips on one side, flat palm on the other, and press. There's 1, swap over, 2, swap over, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. Just about made that one. So hopefully you're getting on okay. Finding this quite difficult. So back onto the mat, face down. So remember, curl yourself up like a cobra without any support. Thumbs to the sky. Slide your shoulder blades down and then pinch. 1, 2, 3, and down, and again. 1, 2, 3. That was 2. Curl up, slide down, pinch. 1, 2, 3. Number 4. 1, 2, 3. Number 5. 1, 2, 3. Got 5 more. 1, 2, 3. 4 more. Really curl up, really pinch, really slide down. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Really sliding down the shoulder blades. Pinch them together. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Okay, so last set of these press-ups. Don't worry if you hit failure. That's what we're trying to do with this one. And away we go. So take your time, challenge yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, hit failure there. So 2 more. Just shake it out if you need to. And 2 more reps. 1 and 2. Brilliant. Okay. So that's 3 rounds of that pair. Our next one is going to be our old favourite, is a pike press. So hopefully you've got a little bit of strength left in your shoulders. If you haven't, then you can always go over to a structure of some sort and do a pike press there. Something a bit more stable than that though, okay? So if you're ready, again, if you've got a wrist injury, you could do hip thrusts, like Mary said, or you could do some squats. So if you're ready, away we go. So aim for about 5 to 10 on here. Just really control the movement, a bit like downward dog. Just gently, just touch your hair to the ground, not your head, and push back up. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you're really good, you can go up onto a raised platform with your feet. If you're that strong, but I'm not so strong on my shoulders. So 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next exercise in this pair is you're going to go into a plank. Grab a small weight. This is going to be more appropriate. So get in your plank, grab your weight, and do a shoulder rear extension, like so. So it's like a row, but with a dead straight arm. And then do 10, either 10 on one side and 10 on the other, or if you want to make it a bit easier, you can alternate your reps, depending on where you are. I'm going to do it on one side, or attempt to. Away we go. So nice strong plank, nice strong core, tilt your pelvis back, keep your abs braced, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should really feel that pinching in your rear delt. Nice straight arm right by your side. Okay, on the other side, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And if you're having troubles holding the plank for the whole time, you can go onto all fours and complete your set like that. But then you can start off in the plank and then you can drop down. Okay, so back onto pike presses for our second set. So pick a challenging variety for you, and away we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, away we go with these extensions. So if you feel that weight was a bit easy, try and find a slightly heavy one. And there we go. So one arm, when you're doing the plank, really try and push down with this supporting arm really hard into the ground. Tense up around your shoulder blade and push that all the way down into the ground to make a nice stable base. And then away we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can always readjust if you need to. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap over. So really push down, activate everything under your armpit. Push that as far into the ground as you can and connect that feeling with your core. Make a really stable core. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Okay, on to our last set of this one. Take a little breather. So hopefully you can feel with this plank exercise, it's also really about the supporting side being very strong as well. It's all working with both sides in opposite and teaching your body how to coordinate all of that tension at one time. Okay, so last set of these in your own time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Okay, so last one of these planks. It's been pretty tough, but it's worth it. So really get yourself set up nicely. You can go a bit wider with the legs if you want to, but push down, stable base, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, swap over. I can see I was poking my bum up in the air a little bit there. Try and bring it back down. So 1, that's better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, that's getting hard. Great, okay, so that was 3 sets of that. So our next set, we are going to go into, sorry, I lost my place there for a second. Okay, so we're going to go into a plank press, sorry, a quadruped press. So I'm going to grab a small weight, like your water bottle, or something slightly heavier. So you could go aim for around 2 kilos, thereabouts. Get on all fours, and then press up into an overhead press, but going horizontally. Okay, so this is really going to work a lot of stabilizers in your in your shoulder, as I've been working today, quite a few of those things. So there we go. So 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get as high as you can. Hold it. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I think that's a good exercise. Really good for strengthening and stabilizing those shoulders. 1, the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we're just going to stretch out the shoulders now for a few 30 seconds. So we're going to do the tabletop pose. So if you get your hands just about hip width apart, directly underneath you when you're in a seating position, and then with your legs bent, push up and really use your core to push up high. I'm going to hold here for about 20 or 30 seconds. Push down with your shoulders. Really open out the chest. So we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Get high if you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then back down. Okay, back to the shoulder press, quadruped shoulder press. Bit of a mouthful, but anyway, hopefully you can feel this one, especially when you get that peak contraction at the top. It's quite a good feeling. So ready, 1, nice and slow, 2, 3, 4. Really try and stretch. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So really try and get that arm up nice and straight. Try and brush your ears with your upper arm and get as much shoulder extension as you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it and back down. Great, so do that stretch again, table stretch, table pose. Really want to feed it across your upper chest and your front delts here. And really try and extend your shoulders downwards back into the floor. Really open up those shoulder joints. So we're doing shoulder pressing and press ups. Got to sort of re-emphasize a rounded posture forward, which you don't want. So this is going to open up for you. And it's also a good glute exercise as well. So it works on many different things. So push nice and high. Keep going. So 10, 9, 8, 7. Really push down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Okay. So I think we'll do one more set of this, and then we'll move on to some abs. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's good. Last one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And for the last time, go into tabletops, then we'll move on. This is a very quick ab work. So try and draw your hands in closer if you want to increase the stretch. I've got my fingers pointing out to the side, my thumbs pointing to my heels. You can change the grip, whatever suits you, and whatever your wrists can handle. So really stretch out, really engage those core muscles, your glutes, push up really high, push your shoulders down to the ground, away from your ears. Hold it there. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Okay, so now we'll grab some weights. Sorry, let's have them ready to one side for one of the ab exercises that we're going to do. I want you to lay on your back, on your mat. And now, before we're going to do some leg raises now, but before we start, I want you to just pay attention to your lower back. I want you to feel where there's an arch in your lower back. And as we did earlier on in the session where we tilted our hips back, when we're doing the hip flexor stretch at the very beginning, I want you to try that and just completely remove this arch, pressing your lower back into the ground. I want you to hold this posture throughout the full length of the leg raise from top to bottom. And if you feel this starting to peel up off the ground, I want you to just have a quick rest, readjust, and regain this posture, and then carry on. Okay? So when I say brace, this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to remind you to do that. So if we go, so legs together, well, you can do one leg at a time if you want to, but I'm going to do 2 legs at a time. So away we go. So lift up, remember to brace, nice and high, and then back down, slowly down. And this is where the workout gets really hard, right at the bottom. Maintain that posture, and then back up. That was 1 and 2, 3. Maintain that posture. 4, 5, 6. Remember to brace at the bottom. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And at the bottom, on the way down, we're going to pulse it. So 1, 2, 3, hold that posture. 4, 5, brace. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you felt your hips starting to give and tilt back, just be careful of that. Okay, so now we're going to do some twists. So your heels on the ground, and your body at a 45-degree angle, and just touch your elbows or weight to the ground. And we're going to do 10 reps of this. So this is 1 rep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, relax. Stretch out if you need to a little bit. Okay, remember, we're going to move on to leg raises now, and just remember to brace. Brace, remove this arch. So where we go. So 1, brace. 2, brace. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, brace. 8, brace. 9, keep it going, and 10, and 10 little ones. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, brace. 2, and 1. So I felt mine starting to go there, so let's have a little break. And where we go straight into these Russian twists. Where we go. So 1, 2, 3. You can lift your feet off the floor if you want to. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh. Okay, on to the last round. Hopefully you're feeling that. It's really going to work mainly your lower abs in this one. but I think they're ones that need quite a lot of attention. So if you're ready, in your own time, leg raises. So 1, remember that brace. 2, always at the bottom, think brace. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 little ones if you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Okay, so that is my section over. I'll pass you over to Mary now. Thank you very much.
So we just start seated and we just do arm stretches. So just pushing our, interlocking our fingers together and pushing our arms out. So we're just sitting nice and tall, our abdomen is braced, as Alex said, and stretching our arms, allowing our shoulders to go out with our fingers in towards our body. And just holding that stretch, just allowing you to stretch around the back of your shoulders into your rear deltoids. Then just going to change that so our palms come face to our face and stretching out. Maybe just play with your thumbs, so your thumbs meet your little fingers and just stretch out your palms. And then I want you to pull one hand back and one hand forward. So you're pushing one hand one way, stretching through the palm of your hand. And stretching, changing hands. Okay. Then I want you to put your hands behind your back and your fingers away from your back and opening your shoulders nice and tall, really pulling yourself forward. Similar to our full back stretch, but just supporting our spine and being really, really tall. Thinking of something pulling your spine, pulling your head into the air, as tall as you can be, pulling down your shoulders. And from that position, I just want you to roll over to one side. So I want you to lift your arm up first, and then just roll, just allow that arm to support you, and roll through the side, all the way through your lats. Going right the way through, just allowing yourself to roll over. Your legs can go that way as well if you want, that's absolutely fine. Just allowing, we're just concentrating on the upper body at the moment. And then follow that arm around. And I want you to hug your knees, hug. So your shoulders are coming forward and you're stretching through your back. Giving yourself a big hug forward. Crossing your arms, holding your elbows if you need to. Pulling tension with your legs. Then lifting up your opposite arm, still going round and coming over to the other side. Supporting your spine with your lower hand and reaching up and over. Again, if you want your body to go that way as well, just want to stretch all through those side muscles that we've been using. Then going through our arm movements, we're going to go up into our eye, pointing into your steeple. Can you squeeze your arms, your ears with your arms? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. That's your eye. And then coming out to your Y, holding that position. And then your T. Let's pop our thumbs down this time. And then come round and up. And elbows are high, wrists are down, lifting your elbows up high, using your lats to lift your elbows. And come up to your eye. Just going to stretch right around our shoulders. I, T. This time we're going to have our thumbs up. And then you're going to come down, pop your hands behind your back again. Clasp those hands. Good. And then you're just going to go round with your shoulders. Round and round. Shoulder circles. And round in the opposite direction. Just moving those shoulders around. Okay, and then breaststroke. So you're going to go out and around. So coming forward and round. Once more, forwards and round. We're going to go diagonally through our body. So we're going to reach one arm out as we do, and then the other palm's going to come through there and reach back. And reach back as far as you can. Just allowing your body to go through diagonally through your body. You can rest back on that elbow. Just holding it in that position. And then coming up, changing arms. So the other arm goes out, reaching, stretch, 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 stretch. Point those fingers out and coming back diagonally through your chest. Just slightly different than we normally do. And then coming over into our 99 stretch. We just love this stretch. And today we're going to look at our back leg and we're going to lift our back leg up. So your shoulder's going to go back. You're just going to lift that back leg up and down. Up and down. Then I want you to hold that leg up and reach out with your opposite hand. And just find a place where you can rest. Opening the shoulder and inhaling and exhaling as you stretch both your hip and your arm at the same time. Fingers should be spread out. And gently coming up, changing the direction of your legs. And then lifting the opposite leg. So getting your hold, just move it up and down to get into a comfortable position. You're just rotating the hip in and out. And then we lift it as high as feels comfortable. And then you're going to slide down onto that arm. And just hold your foot wherever is comfortable. And stretching through that arm. And allowing your head to melt underneath the armpit. And we're going to roll onto our backs. We're just going to bring one leg up at a time, and I want that knee to head towards your armpit. So you're opening your knee over. Let knee go anywhere near the armpit. You may want to hold your foot and just hold your leg outwards. And your other leg, your abdomen needs to be braced, the same as we did in the core. And your other leg needs to be straight on the mat, and your hips should be straight on the mat. The leg is going outwards. With the bent leg to begin with, and if you have it, you can straighten that leg. Try not to roll over that side. Try and keep your weight on your straight side as the leg stretches out into that L shape. And then coming back, changing legs. So the other leg is going to come up to the outside, into the armpit. Then it's going out to the side. Keeping your hips straight, tightening, straightening that knee if you have it. You can hold behind the knee if you can't reach your foot. Many options, it's not a competition. Think about pointing your toe backwards as you go out to the side. Just stretching your hamstrings slightly differently. And we're going to come back, give our knees a hug, really tight hug. Can you engage both elbows? Can you bring your chin to your knees? Really, really, really curl up. Curl up as much as you can. Tight, 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 curl. Curl, 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 curl. And then I want you to let your back settle on the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae, and allow those arms to uncurl, those feet to slide down into your straight resting pose. And just relaxing the feet, relaxing the hands down by your side, settling your shoulders. They've worked hard today. Allow your shoulders to melt. And we're concentrating on your breathing. As we've been doing, can you breathe in through your nostrils, expanding the lower part of your rib cage, holding that breath if you can, and then just letting that breath go. So inhaling and exhaling. If you can do it for the count of 2, that's brilliant. If you make 4, that's really good. So you make an inhale for the count of 4. Feel the chest rise, feel your body fill with air. Change the pressures within your system. Hold on to that breath. And then slowly let that air come out. Your rib cage comes down, your diaphragm should be moving. In your own time, just inhaling and exhaling. Allowing your mind to just settle with your breath. Be counting or just thinking of the inhale and the exhale. Just nice and slow and relaxed. It's your time. Just letting the body be. Getting rid of the tension, allowing yourself time to breathe nicely. And then we feel our fingers and our toes and our knees, just moving our knees up and down. Maybe twisting our knees as we did in the core. And shoulder shrugs, we've worked our shoulders hard. Rolling over onto your right side and gently pushing yourself up. Taking a big breath in. Coming up through your eye position with your arms. Arms are going back. Stretching your arms back. And allowing just yourself to collapse forward. Allowing yourself to collapse forward. And then come up. And then collapse. And then come up. Because you've had a great class. So give yourself a nice clap. Well done you.